Greetings. My name is Brian Hendrickson. I'm married to Angel for 33 years. She's the most wonderful person, just the best wife a man could ever ask for. We have four great kids: Tabitha, Nicole, Christopher, and Corinne. And they are married to some amazing people. And their folks are just awesome as well. My wife and I consider it such a joy and privilege to know that our kids have such great families that support them as well, and to know that they love our children as much as we love their children. And so we get to spend time together. We go on vacations with them. In fact, we've got one planned for the fall. We're going to go watch a football game up in Nebraska with Nicole's in-laws. And so we just have a great time with our in-laws. Angel and I also are very blessed that we get to have some other parts of our family nearby. My mom and dad live nearby here in Texas, and her mom and dad live nearby. So that way, as they get older and not able to care for themselves, we can be here to take care of them. You know, one of the things that people have asked me is why ministry? Why do I do what I do? And why do the positions I've taken over the years? I've been a children's pastor, youth pastor, a co-pastor, discipleship pastor. I've had a variety of roles. I've been a missionary overseas, and I've had just a great opportunities to be in small, medium, and large churches all over the country. And so the question goes, why do I do the certain ministries that I do? Well, I think it goes back to when I was a kid. I played baseball. I thought I was a pretty good player. Actually, hit very well. We were at the last game of the season, and I had hit the ball. Eventually, made it around to home, scored. We were still behind though. We had a player on third, player on second. We had two outs, and of course, eventually we have the worst player to come up, and he was the ninth batter. He was our right fielder. Had never hit the entire year. And all I can think of was I'm sitting in the dugout, and everybody else is just totally discouraged. I'm sitting there in the dugout, and I'm praying the best I can, saying, Lord, just please give him a hit. Just help him get a hit this one time. If you could just do it. Count goes to 2-2, and I'm thinking, that's it. I'm just about ready to give up. The rest of the team has already given up. And then there's a crack of the bat. Ball goes flying over the shortstop head. Not only does the kid from third base score, but also the kid from second base score, and we win the game. And this young man makes it to first. The whole bench just pours out onto the field, lifts him up on his shoulders, and just cheers him on. And to see the glow and the smile on his face is probably my most favorite memory as a child. There was a lot of things I did and places I went, but that really was a memory that stood out. Well, when I got saved at 19 years old, the guy that led me to the Lord, he taught me right away that you serve and that you teach others. So within a few weeks, we were on the streets of San Francisco and Santa Cruz preaching the gospel, telling others about Jesus. But the thing that really struck out about him is that he taught me how to disciple. No matter where I was and what was going on, I was always with him for the entire year until I moved back to with my folks. We just we just spent every minute together, and he discipled me, and he truly taught me what it means to train others. So that's what I'm really passionate about. I love being the number two guy that works for a pastor or works for a company owner, like I am now. I'm the vice president of a construction company, and I get to work for the owner and to make him look good and to take care of his employees for him and his company. But also when I was in a church environment, the same thing. I love being that number two guy. I love to be able to, whether it was only two on us on staff or whether there was 10 of us on staff. I just love being that person that could be a support to him and to disciple others. And one of the things I did oftentimes, in the way that I could show my respect and support to my senior pastor, was to train my replacement when I left. So every place I've been at, I've always trained my replacement. And many of them are still in ministry and have been in ministry for a long time. And that's one of the great joys I have is I really help the church out, I believe, when I do that. So really, I think that's probably the most unique thing about me is that I'm just deeply involved in helping others to know Christ and to live a successful Christian life. I've been a coach for many years as well in a variety of sports because I just love people succeeding. And so for me, the ideal place for me in a church is to be a support to the main staff and to train others, disciple others, and to lead them into a walking faith with Jesus, one that will grow and grow every single day and make them successful. But not only that, but then train them to be the same way. I want to be a discipler, and I'm praying that others who I get to disciple will disciple as well, and will carry on this tradition for many, many years. I will never be famous for anything, but maybe one of the people one day that I lead to Christ and mentor maybe one day they'll be someone that leads thousands and thousands and thousands of people to the Lord. So if you ask me what drives me, if you ask me what I'm passionate about, it's making disciples for Christ. Because I want them to know and love the Lord like I do, to enjoy the time I get to spend with Jesus. And so the next opportunity I get to be in a church, that will continue to be my passion. It has never changed. Although I've done children and I've done youth and I've done adults, I've taught at Bible colleges, the reality is it's all the same. I've been a discipler, and that's who I am. Well, thank you so much. I hope this is a big help to you. Again, God bless you, and I hope this enables me to reveal who I really am, and will get me a place that will really fit, that I'll fit, and fit part of the team. You know, I understand very, very strongly how important it is to be a part of a team, that even there's maybe as much skills as I have, if I don't fit the team, that's really not a wise decision for them as well. So I hope this is a big help to you. Thank you, guys. God bless you.